So when ECC came into the picture, so that time our focus was like it is one integrated application which is going to give the complete business solution. Because earlier what happened, companies they used to work different applications. Company used to work like from finance one application, sales one application, production one application, and there is no integration between the applications, and different systems they were using different database. So that's why integration was the challenge earlier. That is why SAP came with ECC the product, and they said that this is fully integrated application. If you are going to do something in the sales, you are going to get the finance document. If you are going to do something in the purchase, you will get the finance document. You are going to do something in finance, you are going to get the CO document. So that was the key point, or that was the like you can say the solution that time. SAP introduced to this solution, and they attracted their customers. But nowadays, when we are in this time, if we will talk about SAP is integrated application, then that is nothing new. Other applications, other companies are also providing integrated applications. Okay, so then like although we are talking this one on 2020, or you can say like we got the simple finance or say S4 HANA maybe in 2015 officially, when they said that it is from 2015, but this process started from 2011. Tomorrow we are going to see how this process started and what are the things on yearly basis, what were the developments were there. But right now it's not the focus, it's integrated application. Next challenge after the integration, next challenge for SAP, how to make this application simple. Because right now, if you'll see in your ECC product, because why I'm talking about ECC, because you all are right now, you are working on ECC. Right, so in ECC right now you are working on different modules or different sub modules. Okay, for example, let's take about the finance. So in finance you have different applications, different sub modules are there. For example, if you'll say the finance, so in finance you have GL, general ledger, accounts receivable payable, then you have asset accounting, right? Then you have bank ledger, or rather I will use this one, BCM, because this is the new terminology, bank communication management. Similarly, if you'll see the controlling, again this is the most challenging one. Let me put it here. So in controlling you have again different areas of work. So you are working on, okay, well let me tell you one thing here. I'm going to, so in controlling we are going to specifically, if you'll see in controlling, we are going to, that means if you are going to categorize costing or controlling, you broadly you have three categories are there. In controlling, what we are doing, we are going to do the calculate the cost. So that we are saying that product costing. Then we have cost and profitability analysis. It's not cost and revenue analysis, cost and profitability analysis. That is from operation point of view. We have one P&L, but that is a statutory point of view. Operation point of view, we have COPA, profitability analysis. And third option, you have material ledger. Again, further, if you are going to segregate, then product costing will be standard costing, actual costing. Then under product costing, you have cost center accounting, cost element, all these things will be there. But this is the area currently right now you are working. And for this, these are the different submodules. Some submodules for FI, some submodules for controlling. Similarly, FSM point of view, credit management, collection, that is a separate area. different tables are there, different type of index tables are there, aggregate tables are there. So that means I can say this particular system or this particular environment, it's a heterogeneous environment. For example, I am working on, and we know from the biggest challenge. Can anyone tell me in this environment what will be your biggest challenge? As right now you can use the text also to reply this one. If as this one is your current system or structure of your system, what is the biggest challenge for the business point of view, from the user point of view, in this environment? You can use the text option also. Any idea what? No. I'm not asking topic wise. I'm not asking topic wise. As I told, this is a heterogeneous system, and we have different tables are there, different documents are there, right? So what is the biggest challenge here, as an user point of view? If you ask your user, like what are the problem you are facing, then what is the biggest challenge? Yes. Correct. You answered technically. What he is saying that as right now different documents are there, data available multiple. Okay. So yeah, it's the same. So as different documents are generated. Okay. So when we are doing some posting, multiple documents generated, some documents in finance, some document in controlling, again in controlling, some document. We will see practically some documents. So in simple, one straight answer is reconciliation. Because right now, yes, reconciliation. So everything, like for example, if we will see finance point of view, everything we are going to reconcile with the GL, right? So you are reconciling with GL. So the reconciliation is the main challenge, because as we have different documents are there, so that's why we have to do, or the users, they need to do the reconciliation. That is the biggest challenge. And reconciliation means your month end activities are too much. Your month end activities are too much. So that's why lengthy process in the month end activities. So that is the main challenge. So it was the challenge for SAP how to simplify the things properly, so that user will get the maximum. Yes, so this is the reconciliation is the biggest challenge, and SAP started thinking how to give the solution on this. One sec. Okay, so reconciliation is the main challenge, and we need to SAP start thinking how to give the best solution. So that is why, like if you'll see, initially they named this product as Simple Finance. Right now, although we are not using the term Simple Finance, because we are saying that it is S4 HANA, part of your enterprise management business. So we are talking, but initially they said that it's Simple Finance. Why it's Simple Finance? Because they simplified the things, or so many things now, like earlier whatever it was there, so now they made it simple. Please note your question, otherwise we will not able to proceed. So note your question, in the end you can ask. Okay, so this will be the our target. Initially they thought like we will go something so that the reconciliation will be not there. So what is the how we can avoid the reconciliation? Very simple. If we can develop one table and we can put everything under one table. Okay, let's say right now we have different tables are there, and if we can develop one table for all accounting documents, and we can keep it everything to that, then one document, one table, no reconciliation. And in the entire program we are going to see this one. For every business scenario we will confirm whether it is part of this single table. I'm sure you must have idea about this table, that is your universal general or AC document. So when this table will come and all, we will see. First of all, how we are going to proceed with this training. So if we will log into the system, I have a complete end-to-end ECC configuration is there. In every topic, we are going to do a comparison with ECC, and of course, we are going to do the configuration in S4. So this one you can see in this IMG where we are going to do the development. Here you can see two segments are there. One is conversion of accounting to S4 HANA, this one. Right? And another one, our general area where we used to do the configuration like financial accounting, controlling. And you must be missing something, that financial accounting new. The reason is in ECC, you have the choice whether you are going to work on the financial accounting or new GL implementing or without new GL. Now also a lot of customers are there. They are still working on the classic GL, right? So in ECC, we have the choice whether we are going to work on the classic GL or new GL. But in S4 with EFN functionality, it is mandatory you are going to work on the new GL. Without new GL activation or without new GL configuration, lot of other areas are not going to work. For example, new asset accounting. So it is not going to work. So new GL configuration is mandatory. So there is nothing called financial accounting new now. It's financial accounting. If you are going to work on a brownfield project, that means conversion from ECC to S4 HANA, then this is the area you are going to work. So here if you'll see, only you are going to handle the delta configuration. That means already you have some configurations and you are going to convert the existing system into a HANA system. And what are the additional configurations are required. For example, again, how much configuration we are going to do from the delta point of view, there is no standardization. Delta configuration depends on your customer's existing right now at what stage they are. For example, my customer is in 4.7. From 4.7, we need to move to 809 or 1909. One situation. Another one, our customer is in EHP 7. From EHP 7, we need to move to 1809. This will differ. So in 4.7, lot of things we need to add as additional configuration, whereas in EHP 7, maybe some less configurations we have to do. So in every area, you will find some delta configurations under this. If you expand this one, so here you can see the additional configurations. That means as GL, how much configurations we have to do. As asset accounting, how much configurations we have to do, right? Then controlling point of view, how much configurations we have to. These are the delta configurations. Only this much configurations we have to do, because when you are going to apply the sum tool or when we are going to convert the system, old configurations already you have. You upgraded the applications into new system. But if it is a greenfield, then you are going to take a fresh system and you are going to do the end-to-end configuration. So that is why if you check my course content, it is segregated into two parts. First part is your migration. You must have noticed that one. And second one, that is the migration. First one is migration and second part is your topic wise I have given, that is your greenfield. Training point of view, I don't know like in which project you are going to work, or maybe the delta part is only enough because some people they are coming, they're not good in the product costing, for example. If we will not do the product costing, then how we will manage with COPA? Because in COPA, lot of changes are there. So that is why product costing point of view, profitability analysis point of view, COPA configuration is mandatory. This part is conversion. Yeah, this part is the conversion. So in profitability, right, profitability analysis point of view, right now you are working on costing based COPA, but here we are going to work on the account based COPA. So that is why product costing may be like, for example, standard costing. In standard costing point of view, maybe no changes are there. Actual costing point of view, something will be there, but standard costing point of view, no change. But in my training, I have to include the product costing unless we will not do the standard costing. Next step, we will not able to proceed. That is your actual costing. Right? So that is why each and everything we need to include to see the complete business scenario end to end. So that's why everything we have to do. We are not going to only work on this part. Maybe it is a time taking process. Okay, some area you are comfortable, but we have to do. So not only this one, we are going to work on this part also. So end to end will be there. This one and this one, both will be there. Let me show you one organization structure which my completed batch, so that you will get the idea. There is no change in the organization structure. Organization structure will be same like your ECC. So you can see here your financial accounting part, FI, then you have controlling area, profitability analysis, right? Profitability analysis, operating concern is also there. Logistic point of view, plant is also there. Like you can add multiple plants. I have added only one plant. So plant is there. Then sales organization, distribution channel, this is there. Purchase organization is there. So organization area, like if you'll see under plant, again work centers, that is also same. Organization structure point of view, no changes are there. It is same like your ECC, or you can say you are not going to do any modification in the organization structure. Changes will be there, or additional configurations are going to affect your project that is related to your business functions. Business functions point of view, for example, when right now you are working on the GL, if you are working on the classic GL and you are following the accounting approach, that's a different thing. Even if right now you are working on the new GL, so in new GL you have Fagger flexed the table, and you are right now you are working on the leading ledger and non-leading ledger. That's it. So you are working on the parallel accounting, but leading ledger and non-leading ledger you have. That is. But now, along with leading ledger, non-leading ledger, we have some more tables, more areas are there. And whatever I am talking, everything is part of this table, this new table, SC Doc. So SC Doc is very important table. Every day we are going to touch this particular SC Doc table, whether our business functions or what we did, what we configured, what business transactions we posted, everything is part of this SC Doc or not. Yeah, I was talking about the new GL. So in ECC, you are working on the leading and you are working the non-leading ledger. Here we are working on, along with leading and non-leading ledger, you have some more ledgers are there. You must have idea. Earlier, in old versions, you must have heard one term, that is your appendix ledger. Now the new terminology is not appendix ledger, it is extension ledger with multiple categories. So leading ledger, non-leading ledger as your standard ledgers. And some more ledgers are there. Maybe you will not able to understand this table now. Just have a look into this. How many different ledger options you are going to find here. For example, let's take this company code. I'm showing this one because already configuration in there in this company code. So that you will get the idea. I can see there are three ledgers are activated, 0L, N1 and N2. I know the categories of this ledger. So leading ledger, you know, that is 0L. Now, N1 is my non-leading ledger. N2 is the new addition, that is your extension ledger. 0L, leading ledger. N1, non-leading ledger. N2, that is extension ledger. If someone don't know what is non-leading ledger, don't worry. When the topic will come, we will do the configuration in detail. So in this list, these two are your standard ledgers. These two standard ledger, and this one is your extension ledger. But if I will go to the table, you will not find only these three tables are there. You will find some more tables are there. Let me go to the table. So the table, very popular table, AC Doc, accounting document actual. huge table, more number of fields are there. Okay, almost 460 plus fields are there. Everything, whatever the business transaction coming to your mind, this is part of this table. And this table, the structure of table completely changed. It is completely different from the old structure of table. So I am not going to that technicality today. Systematically we will do it, but you can see here in this table everything is there. Something you can identify, like you can see the coin, business transaction coin, that is also there. That means controlling part is definitely, it is part of this table. So let me move it slowly. So I can see the entry is related to non-leading ledger, or I can do one thing, let me sort the data for you. So entry is related to leading ledger, you can see here. So all entries related to leading ledger. Entries related to non-leading ledger. These two are your standard ledgers. Entries related to extension ledger, N2. Company code T. Extension ledger will not be there in general, but some transactions I posted here. That means it will not always reflect in the table, but 1 second, let me take a different company code, because some transactions exclusively I posted in this table, so it must be there. Let me take a different company code. Okay, maybe in that company code we have not posted. So you can see some transactions related to extension ledger is also there. Always you will not find the table entries for extension ledger in AC Docker table, but sometimes you will find, depends on the what scenario you are doing. So, but you can see here N2 is there. So extension ledger also part of this table. Now under this extension ledger or appendix ledger, whatever you can say, but right now appendix ledger is not the perfect word. So under this extension ledger, you are going to get multiple extension ledgers. So one is your general extension ledger. Just now we have seen N2. Another one, simulation ledger. Plus 1809 onwards, we got a new concept, that is your predictive accounting or prediction ledger. If I will talk about like with reference to sales order, there should not be any accounting document. Accounting document will be generated when you are going to do the outbound delivery. That is the old story. Now with reference to the sales order, also we have the accounting documents will be there. With reference to sales order, accounting document, if you are going to work on the prediction ledger. Okay, so these three categories extension ledgers are there. Let me show you some entries.